Hey guys, it's Joe with Modern Survival Sense. Today I have a video for you guys. This is the emergency lighting kit. This is something that I received a few years ago actually, and I've never put it to use, and I want to go ahead for the first time try this out and see what it's like. Okay, as you can see, this is a lantern of sorts. This runs off of, I believe this is paraffin style lamp oil. Yes. It is fairly inexpensive, and I believe the oil itself is inexpensive as well. Alright, reading it. This is from Lamplight. It is an emergency lighting kit, everything you need to provide light during a power outage. The kit contains, let's see, farmer's lantern. Oh, that's cool. What if I'm not a farmer? A medallion, loyal. Medallion lamp oil, LED flashlight, AA batteries, and matches. Provides light when things go dark. Wait a second, what? That's trademarked? I guess that's their phrase. Danger, oil is harmful or fatal if swallowed. Combustible. Guys, come on, don't be dumb. Don't drink the oil. Alright, let's open this up. On the back, household necessity. During power outages, burns up to 15 hours. I guess I could assume that's off of one tank. I wonder how long or how big one tank is. Alright, as you can see, I've already taken the lamp out of the box. I've dusted it off a little bit. It's been sitting in there for, I don't know, a couple years. I've never actually needed it. This was a gift from my mother. She's always making sure that I'm prepared, which is good, right? Inside the box, let's see, you have your industrial matches. Let's go ahead and just take this out. That's good. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that in. Inside this box is your flashlight. And they don't store any batteries in it. Alright. Cheapy plastic flashlight. It has 3 LEDs, which is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people get hung up on lumens and the necessity to have the biggest, brightest flashlight ever created with these big fancy batteries, and that's not necessarily what you need. You need to have a light that provides the necessary light or illumination that you need to perform whatever task you require. And typically, like in a power outage, you just need basic things. You don't need to be able to see 300 miles away, or pinpoint a tick off of that one leaf on that one tree 3.5 miles away. It's just not necessary. A lot of the LEDs that are coming out are really fancy, and I do have some of the nicer LED style flashlights, but generally they're really not that necessary. You can get a flashlight that does 100 lumens and runs off of a typical 1 AA battery, and that will actually serve you better than, say, one that runs off of an exotic rechargeable like an 18650 or 14500 or some nonsense. I'm not sure on that one. I don't have any, that's why. But one that runs off of AA's, or I dare say CR123s. I only say that because they are available, but they're kind of limited. They're not like AA's and AAA's. If you have AA and AAA batteries or battery flashlights, those things are available everywhere. CR123 is not quite so much. So if you have a flashlight that runs off of AA's, the availability of batteries is going to be a lot higher for your flashlight than the gear snob that had to have his 18650s. I'm just saying. So, and of course, I'm not saying anything against people with 18650 flashlights. I have 3 of them myself. I've just come to the realization that if an emergency were to ever arise and I needed to source batteries, it is a lot easier to source these than it is to source any other exotic batteries. 18650s, 14500s, CR123s. AA's and AAA's will always be available, at least in the short term. Alright, so here's the 2 batteries that they provided with this. Let's see if I can find a knife in my massive collection. Again, the Buck Vantage Force Pro. I'm going to try to run this unedited this time. Something new. Alright. And with unedited, you get all of the battery drops and all of the goofs. Let's see, this says UM3 size AA 1.5 volt RG. Rapid, I've never heard of them. Well, like I said, these have been sitting in here for a couple of years, so let's see if it works. You can't see this, but there are no instructions. I'm going to go ahead and assume that the negative goes on the bottom like normal flashlights, and positive goes up. Let's see what happens. And you see that? It works like a charm, on and off. And ideally, for illumination, that's really all you need. And another thing with the flashlights that have the multiple settings, I typically don't like to use the high settings anyways because it drains the batteries further. I would rather have something that has a lower setting and provides ample light versus something that doesn't last more than, say, an hour and provides excessive light, if that makes sense to you guys. Alright, well there's the flashlight, and that worked. I believe that's plenty of light. I don't know how long that'll last. But in an emergency situation, exactly how long do you need a flashlight to last? All of your tasks are only a couple of minutes, right? At a time, usually. Except for, say, maybe cooking. Here's your instructions. English. Unscrew the cap. What the heck? Rinse the chimney. Oh, raise the chimney. My bad. Raise the chimney. Slowly pour lamp oil into the lamp base. Do not fill above the line on the sticker. That's going to be kind of hard. Alright, let me get this out of the way. This is in view for you guys. Good. This is the oil that it comes with, medallion. Lamp oil. I believe this is a paraffin style oil. I'm not entirely sure though. Okay. It's lamp oil. Don't drink it, kids. Alright. Let the lamp sit for 15 minutes after filling to allow the wick to absorb the oil. Well, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to fill this up and then stop the video, and I will be right back as soon as that 15 or 20 minutes goes by. Opening this up, this is the absolute first time I have opened this up and dropped the lid. or a cap. And let's see. It's kind of lightweight. It's interesting. I kind of like the idea of having an oil lamp. It's kind of old world style. Now inside here there was an O-ring. It provides a seal, to keep the lamp oil from spilling out. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I guess we're going to find out, right? I can't even get that to focus for you guys. I'm sorry. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up for you. And we'll be back in about 15 minutes to test it out. I'll be back. Actually, better yet, I'm going to go ahead and fill this up while you're watching. Alright, on this oil, you do have to push down and then open her up. It is sealed. Easy open seal. Yep, it was very easy. Alright, now let's go ahead and watch me spill it all over the place. Actually, I'm a little more... I better not say that. As soon as I say that I'm okay with that type of action, it'll start screwing up on me and you'll get to see. So, go ahead and put a little bit in there. I don't need to put a ton. Let's see. No, there's not quite enough. It's pretty easy to fill the lamp oil in there. There's no type of issue at all. I'm not going to fill it up to that line. I'm going to put it a little bit lower than that. There's no need to fill it up. I'm not in an emergency situation, right? I do actually have 2 other containers of this on hand. Now, the line, I'm not quite to the line, but if the line is, halfway of this, you're talking about, it says 15 hours, so you're talking maybe 30 hours of burn time off of an oil or a bottle of this oil. That's not too bad, actually. I think this is fairly cheap. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that seal is back in there and then seal her up. And I felt a little funny, but it went in there just fine. And doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Yep, it went in just fine. Alright, I will be back in about 15 minutes, guys. Alright, I am back. It has been just right at 15 minutes. Let's see how this lights up. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh. And let's sit for 15 minutes. Raise the chimney to expose the wick. And you turn that in a clockwise manner. It just says to expose it. Like, turn the adjustment knob to raise or lower the wick so that it is even with the top of the wick guide tube underneath the burner dome. Surely they have a diagram of what a burner dome is. Nope, I think maybe that is. So I'm going to go ahead and lower it down to right there where it's level with the curvature. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. But inside there is a curvature that has a slot where the wick actually comes up and goes down. And I have it exactly level or even with where the edges of that come up. Alright. Light the wick, then lower the chimney by moving the lever up to the closed position. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Raise the chimney to expose the wick. That's what this is. Never mind. There's a lever right here that will actually lift all of this up and lock it into place. We are learning together, guys. Alright. So, raise the chimney. Let's see, turn the adjustment knob to raise or lower the wick so it's even with the top of the wick guide underneath the burner dome. So actually you have to bring it down so it's about even. Huh, that's interesting. Light the wick. Then lower the chimney by moving the lever to the closed position. Alright, taking our industrial matches. Let's see if this works, right? It's been a while since I've lit a match. Typical trick is close it between the... There. Oh! And I knocked the camera. Isn't that cute? Are you telling me this isn't going to work like this? Well, I can't say that I've ever had that happen. The match literally exploded in my fingers. Might have actually burnt myself too. That's ridiculous. There we go. Alright. And then lower our thing down, or our chimney down, to the closed position. Oh, isn't that cute? Let's see if there's anything else for us. Nope, it says lower the chimney down by moving the lever up to the closed position. To extinguish, raise the chimney by lowering the lever as I beat the heck out of the tripod holding the camera. So you move the lever, lift the chimney, and blow it out. Caution, chimney may be hot. I think that goes without saying. And then allow the chimney to cool, or lamp to cool. Alright, wick maintenance. Maintain a flow or a low flame height. Failure to restrict the flame height could result in severe smoke and soot damage. So I guess you're supposed to keep it at that one spot. If the wick becomes charred or burned, extinguish the lamp and allow it to cool completely. Trim off the damaged portion and readjust the wick. Well, alright, you see the wick? I'm going to go ahead and lower the tripod, hopefully. I may fast forward this, I'm not sure yet. This is going to be some shaky cam for you guys. Sorry about that. Alright. This is kind of a straight on view of the lamp. I'll raise you up just a hair. There you go. Take our... There we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off and we'll see what it looks like in the dark. Well, check that out. This is the absolute first time I have ever used an oil lamp. And this is pretty cool. Like I said, it's kind of old school style, right? And as you can see, you can actually read the text on the box that's next to it. See that? This is a cool little setup. Oops. So I have to say that this is pretty cool. If you're into oil lamps, or if you need an alternate source of illumination if the power goes out, or if you're camping, this may be kind of a cool thing to have. Now, obviously, this may be a little bit excessive if you're going to do some backpacking or hiking. That's really up to you, but it does provide some light, and you can definitely read with it. This is a cool piece of gear. Alright guys, well, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, post them in the comment section below and I will address them. Until next time, this is Joe. See ya. Oh, well, actually, you heard all that spiel. I said I wasn't going to cut this, so I'm not going to. I didn't tell you how much this cost. I thought of it right at the last second. I don't know where this is, GM/HBC. I don't know where this was purchased. But, let's see, it was $17 for the entire kit. And it obviously came with a rather long wick, lamp oil, a flashlight, batteries, and matches. So the whole kit. So, anyways, again, thanks for watching. This is Joe. Till next time, guys. See ya.